But other than that, man, it's easy to see. When you see me, man, niggas don't back down. You know what I mean? Listen, tell you something, man. It's a very special episode of BarKast tonight, right? I'm not gonna do what everybody thinks I'm gonna do. It's just flip out, man. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do none of that shit. Hold on, let me make sure that the microphone. I love this, man. I love this game, man. I love being able to podcast, to be able to BarKast. This is what I do, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a freight train, baby. And I would like to thank y'all for being a part of what we're doing as a conglomerate. Star, Will,
Yes.
love when y'all here. Love that y'all do it. And this is episode 20 of BarKast.
To the 20s and the 21st. I think you had to start over.
Not start over? Fuck is you meaning? Start over? Start over for the fuck what? We here, baby.
Everybody just calm down.
We here. No. We here. Listen. A wise man told me once, never argue with fools, because people from a distance can't tell who's who. I don't argue.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I was going to say it, but
I don't argue, baby. I keep status quo. You know what I'm saying? We come on here, we talk topics. You know what I'm saying?
So it's first.
We live from Krush Lounge. It is Monday night, and we are here. It ain't nothing changed. We do this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, Kyle.
Ain't no lime in here.
No, that's like 6 shots.
Oh, okay.
Got a lip right
Thank
there.
you. Thank you.
God bless
But-
America.
Yeah, man. As always, it's Monday
mine,
night, man. And we doing our
Good.
thing. You know what I'm saying? We here.
Your lipstick.
Got a couple little drinks and whatnot. A little bit of melancholy. You know what I'm saying? We chilling.
Fuck is
We
this?
relaxing.
Casamigos,
Ooh.
lime juice.
Oh, this is the watered down version.
it was
strong
ice
as
in it,
shit.
so it melted a little bit.
That's cool.
Oh man, I'm gonna make podcasters out of you two. Yeah, I swear I am, man.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
We
Let's go.
gonna
it's
get
all
our
about-
life together one day.
Not what?
Not
nah.
today, but one day.
Well, you know, that doesn't really. Look at this nigga. This nigga done. Hey, nigga, stop making album covers. Niggas up here. Oh man, Teddy B up there making album covers and shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's crazy. Come
How
on,
they
bro.
get you like
This done made a whole album cover. What does it say?
This my BarKast.
Not this my BarKast, bitch. Gotta love it, man. As I said, man, episode 20 of BarKast. Got All Star, Superstar, all the stars here, right to my right. You know what I'm saying? Clap it up for her album coming soon. Yeah. And we got Will, the therapist, once again back in the building, back in effect.
Shane
Best
put me on the
mask in
album
tech.
cover, but you know, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's All Star.
All-star.
Yeah.
All Star.
And I'm an all-star.
That joint won't be better than this All Star Weekend was, because
Hey.
that joint was quiet and boring.
But a white boy did his thing.
He definitely did his thing,
Yeah, he
but
did
I
his thing.
forgot it was All Star Weekend.
Yeah.
Ducking
And they
like
was
a
in
brother.
boring behind Utah.
Oh, so one thing that I never say is, as of right now, until we rebuild, we're going to build up the brand new and improved BarKast IG page. But until then, I want y'all to go ahead to the Mr_KnowItAll_pod Instagram page. Drop your comments, because that's where I leave the shorts at. And then hit us up on YouTube, the Know It All Network. You know what I'm saying? Just go there, holler at us, like, review, subscribe, all that. Show us some love. And maybe stop down on Monday nights. We are at, is it
6414 Rising Sun Avenue.
6414 Rising Sun Avenue. God damn it. And it is the BarKast. All right, so let's talk. You ready to talk?
Let's go.
All right. So recently, there was a picture of Rihanna on the cover of Vogue. I want to say that it was British Vogue, one of them Vogues or whatnot, and she was holding A$AP Rocky's hand, and he was holding the baby. And the backlash from the community, Black Twitter went nuts. They went crazy because they've been feeling a way about it, and they're basically saying that it is a point into which that they found a way to demasculate A$AP Rocky.
So you can't hold your baby?
And that's not hold your baby. It's the fact that Rihanna was leading the picture.
She's the bigger artist, and I'm sure this was a cover mainly about her. Shouldn't she lead the picture?
Family in it.
Now, see, here's the thing, though. People are really, really coming off with this idea that it's reflective of what they want to see symbolized in the black community. They want to see, not even only want to see, or what.
We're happy to see a dad in the same picture with the kid.
Cool, but
in the black community.
So what I'm saying is that does this not, I'm just playing devil's advocate a little bit. Does this not, some way, shape, or form, kind of introduce the world to? Now, I'm not saying they don't already know who they are, but let's say people that didn't know who they are. Do they not think of that and look at that and say, okay, this woman, because of her status and her power, leads this family, as opposed to the average family where we figured the gender role would be with the man?
Well,
would be
for
the leader?
one, they're not average, so
Right.
to speak. But Beyonce and Jay-Z do it all the time with Blue and A kids. Beyonce be up in the forefront, Jay-Z fall back. Like, sometimes you let your queen do her thing.
You see the picture, right?
I don't.
Hold on.
The leader
but-
don't gotta always stand in the front. Sometimes the best leader know how to sit back and let
Shit happen.
you know the part be played.
So, all right. I think I understand what y'all saying and whatnot. Like I said, I'm playing a little bit of devil's advocate because I've seen. There you go, right here. I've seen this picture. Now, there is, in some way, shape, or form, some sort of. Don't get me wrong, because it could be. It is a British Vogue magazine. Mm-hmm. It is something, and I'm almost sure this is British Vogue. Now, I know that they don't mean no harm by it, but I do believe that in the greater scheme of this, we accept the symbolism a little bit differently than they see it. They just see it as, all right, Rihanna is the focal point. She's the star.
She's a billionaire.
Billionaire.
Why
And
can't
say
he
she's
be
a
behind her like he always got my back?
Because in America,
Y'all want
feel
to
like,
make negative about anything.
But
If
it's
they
a-
were side by side, what the argument would have been? Oh, they not even married and they keep having kids. It's always going to be something. You
It
can't
is
please
something.
America.
But in the black community, we really do have. First and foremost, we got an issue with ourselves, regardless. Just with each other,
I need a
regardless.
couple seconds. I gotta check on my kid.
Oh, all right.
Check
Go
to see
ahead.
when my daughter get
Go ahead.
Go
Do your thing. But I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, man, I'm not totally against the way everybody feels like some people are, because I kind of see the symbolism that they're talking about. To me, this shit means a little bit more than just having her at the forefront of this picture.
No, pictures could be worth 1,000 words.
No, absolutely.
And you could spin it however you want and
Right.
look at the picture. I could have you look at any picture, and if I detail it and give you information on my perspective,
Right.
you're gonna see my perspective on it. But that don't mean it's what happened or what's true. I just think we fall short when we go along with society's views on what relationships look like, or a man should lead, or a man should do this and that.
Right.
She's a billionaire, though. Clearly, he's not making no music. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not really relevant no more. Besides being Rihanna's baby's father. I haven't heard shit from A$AP Rocky.
All right, so that's kind of the situation that everybody's kind of leaning on.
But that don't make him any less of a man. See what I'm saying?
Okay, so good, and I'm glad you're bringing up this point because that's exactly where I wanted to lead this conversation to. We had these conversations. It seems like we kind of play round robin with the same conversation.
Right, because y'all try to make it look like a woman that makes more money than a man is emasculating a man.
I'm not saying that they doing it on purpose.
And it's not us.
Right.
It's clearly
It's
right
the
there on the
world.
Vogue.
Yeah.
It's
They're
right
doing,
there.
Or
They're
it's not
doing
even about Vogue, because Vogue is the British Vogue's thought process, and is probably not the same as Americans.
First of all, to me, over there, no disrespect to Americans, they're more artistic in their thought process and all of that. They don't think regularly the way we think.
So you don't think that in any way, shape, or form that nobody can look at that picture and regardless of the fact that, because honestly, I think that they look at it like, all right, she's the bigger superstar, she's the breadwinner, and she's the focal point. Really,
Right.
we really didn't even probably even want him at the photo shoot.
Right.
We'd rather just saw her and the baby, but he's there. So now that he's there,
We're not putting him up front.
right? We're not putting him up front. But what about side by side?
They're not equal in with.
Well, see,
No, what I'm saying is this. Not saying they're not equal in human life, but where they're at in their careers and all of that, just like you said.
Yeah.
If you want me
Facts.
and if you hire me to do a show, I can't be like, well, I'm not doing a show unless you allow my spouse, my significant other,
You definitely
to
can.
perform
If
equally
you're-
with me.
no, you definitely can.
You can call those shots if they want you. Listen, as an
But
artist,
maybe she did call them shots. That's why he's there, because they
That's
probably
facts.
only wanted her and the
Or
baby.
maybe-
So it's
but-
like
That's facts.
But
it's
also-
a compromise.
But also, she's the most powerful one when so she can actually control the entire narrative.
she clearly did, because let's be honest,
Right, and I think that's the people problem.
if
people
Rihanna
have.
wasn't there, he wouldn't be on that cover of
No,
Vogue.
absolutely not.
Even if it was with the baby, he wouldn't be on it. But because she's
Yeah,
on the cover,
Right.
she said, okay, I want to show my child off. I want to do it with my husband and show,
Yeah.
well, my boyfriend ASAP, to show that he's a part, we're a family.
but they also saying that because she reviewed the picture and the way that the picture looks. Now,
Picture
listen,
look fruity because of the outfit he got on.
well, that's a whole.
That fucking outfit is
I've
weird.
seen
as
I've
fuck.
seen this nigga-
Yeah,
I've
he
seen
did
this
that
nigga
shit
wear
himself.
worse. Trust me, I've seen him wear
Yeah.
worse. I've seen him in a dress a couple
Yeah.
times, some blouses.
Rihanna
So
dress.
You know what
whose
I'm
fault
saying?
is that?
No, that's the way he chooses to dress. My thing that I'm talking about is the fact that they're saying that Rihanna signed off on that being the case because she could have changed the picture to anything she wanted to. If Rihanna told them I need him to be up front with me, all of us on the same accord, they would have did it. Because it's British Vogue, they're getting pictures of the baby. They probably paid for those pictures, and they want this. This is Rihanna. This is one of the
Some
world's
of them
biggest stars.
magazines are just as big of a deal as these stars that's on them.
Not
that's
British
why
Vogue.
That's why them stars want to be. She not going to be on the source. She's above that. That's why
Yeah.
they give British Vogue. Beyonce is still being photographed on British Vogue because
Right.
they are still a magazine of a certain caliber as well.
Yeah.
So they do probably still have to say like, listen, we got to compromise with this. Yeah, we want you, but you need us too.
Yeah, but not really. She don't. We still would have known Rihanna was doing the Super Bowl. We still would have known who Rihanna is. She still would have been a billionaire, whether she did the
Yeah, but it
magazine
was
or not.
kind of like leading up to the Super Bowl. She's doing all these other promotional things that she
Yeah.
hasn't been doing in a while. She's been actually falling back doing the makeup and the
Mommy
clothing
duties.
and,
Right.
and the mommy stuff and all of
But
that.
you haven't seen much of her child.
Right.
So,
No.
So to have her child and her husband there
but
was
she
that
had
was
showed
a
her
power
child
move.
recently.
Yeah.
Before this magazine, she's finally showed them.
All right, so let's just break it down. 1, 2, 3. Is this symbolism? Is this it? Are people justified for feeling like Rihanna is not is in this picture, and the optics of it can look demasculating?
I think that some of us less financial stable people think too much and mind them rich people business.
All right, so let's
No.
say if
More
don't
judgmental.
let's say two middle class people took this picture, but the woman made more money. Is it justified?
Do they know? Do the world
But
know?
because of the way in my mind I've seen that picture, the thought of this never crossed my mind ever. Like, oh,
Right.
they making it look like she's above him and he's beneath her and she's the leader of the family. I never thought that.
I'm playing devil's advocate. That's exactly what I see when I see it. That's exactly what I see when I
But
see this
that's what
picture.
you're supposed to see.
Hey,
She's
that's
a
what I
top
mean.
Star.
That's what I mean.
We want her at the forefront.
But
That's how I felt. I never thought it was because they're trying to make him less than in their family life.
But in the world that we live in, it's already a foregone conclusion that's the case, because the moment, remember when we found out that she was messing with A$AP Rocky? Remember when we found out that she was pregnant
Yeah.
by him?
Yeah.
You couldn't help but to think in the back of your mind, like, okay, he's a star, but she her.
But black people, we do that regardless, and we're
Which is
our
weird.
own worst enemy.
Right.
We judge, we analyze,
Yes.
we break shit down,
Yes.
and we got
Because she could
something
go
to say
out there
about
and get
everything.
a billionaire or somebody that's on her level. But what happens? She can't stand him.
Right.
Like, come on. Like, I'm going to deal with who makes my heart feel good, who makes my soul feel good.
So look at the Jay-Z Beyonce comparison, right? Jay-Z, the moment that niggas basically stick up for Jay-Z, the moment, because you always got a group.
I'm
the,
niggas.
The Beehive is always out here saying that, oh, well, she could have did better this, that, and the third. So you know why? You know what happens? Jay-Z monetarily and business-wise or whatnot is a bigger deal than Beyonce, but Beyonce's a bigger star. So Jay-Z has to be worth twice as much as Beyonce in order to be considered equal on her playing field, on her platform, because she's Beyonce. In the midst of this, A$AP Rocky might be worth $10 million, but it doesn't matter to people via the optics. And the only reason why I bring up the optics is because they're on this magazine. So when I said, let's consider the people that are middle class and this happened. Like, okay, put it like this. I'm married, right? The picture that I have with my family. There is a specific way that photographers take pictures of families.
Families, not for magazine covers.
Cool, I understand
Totally
that.
different.
All right, so yeah, nix that part. I
But
understand
it's
that.
a lot of variables that go into that.
There are.
Okay.
There are. Have you taken? Did you, when you was married with your children and your wife? Did you ever take a picture into which that you weren't the center of the picture?
Hell yeah, that's every fucking wedding. No man is the center of any wedding.
No, not the wedding. I'm just talking about like family pictures.
Yeah.
A photo shoot.
Because I'm going to hold my family down. I'm behind them. I'm the backbone.
That's cool.
Y'all can go ahead and be the
exactly.
front runner.
So they're
But
the front,
he's
they're the front runner,
behind
and you're
her.
holding it back. There's always a symbolism in it. Okay, so a picture that I got in my house, right? And this is the last family picture that I took. My son was in, I think, 10th grade. My son is in 10th grade. He's bigger than me. So he's standing next to me. My daughter's on the other side. My wife's behind me. I'm sitting down, and I'm in the middle.
Right.
Okay? Which meaning that my wife may
You
be
the
the back.
king.
My wife may be the backbone, but as the man, I am the core structure of the family. The man is the leader of the household. There is a symbolism, dude. I don't know nobody that you can go to Sears and get these pictures taken.
Right.
I've taken pictures when they was little where I was on the side holding the family up. My wife is standing right next to me.
So every single
or
picture
my
that
wife
a
is sitting there with
family
my
has
daughter.
to take has to show the man.
No, because the man can
Like,
be in the
it-
background.
The man
and
can be in
play-
the, but
He
he's
don't
still.
even need to be there if he don't want to. Like, what
But
the
see,
hell?
but that's
that
what we
mean he's
don't-
not
that's
in-
what we don't
I'm just
want.
saying, for
Yeah.
example,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean he's not in the household. So it's like you damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's
Right,
like,
'cause the picture
no
itself-
matter what, people want to
Look.
pick the picture apart.
Like I said,
Right.
pictures is worth 1,000 words. No
Yes.
matter what the picture say, somebody could flip that shit into something negative. Somebody could flip it into something positive.
Yes.
It don't matter if Rihanna makes more money or not.
Yeah.
She's relevant. Meaning,
Oh, okay.
let's
Okay,
go
that's
with
what you want. Right.
let's go with Eve. Eve is relevant. We like Eve.
We
Yeah.
love Eve.
But Eve is married to a billionaire.
Yes.
I don't know what the fuck this nigga look like. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what he look like, nor do I care.
Right.
But you won't. You would still probably see Eve in the front and him in the back. No matter that he make billions more than her or not.
Right.
She's the relevant artist that they chosen to be at the forefront.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
money
I mean,
ain't
right.
always the power
Yeah,
struggle.
yeah.
Rihanna is the one at the forefront.
I just think that people take it and throw it a comparison
You
into
could do that with
into
anything.
into regular life.
I also don't think what's weird to me is, after a certain tax bracket is not really that much big of a deal. So him only being worth, let's say, $10 million and her being
A
the
billionaire.
billionaire.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
me, he's passed.
Rich
he
is rich.
surpassed.
Yeah, rich is- yeah, you're
right. He
right.
surpassed that situation. It's not like he's worth $10,000.
It's just it's
So
just
it's like he surpassed whatever. But in the end, at the same time, something that you said earlier,
right.
people down talk to her like as if he's not on her level financially. So even if they put them equally side by side in the pictures, people would have said something
The
like,
same
"Why is
thing.
he equal with her?
Right,
He's
right.
not on her level."
And you
We
got
just-
Oprah Winfrey with her husband.
Yeah.
You got women that's
Her boyfriend.
rich.
Yeah.
No, when she was married to the bull. We didn't know who the fuck he was.
She was
Stebbin? No,
married
she-
before. She's
no, she
never
never
been
married
married.
Stebbin.
She wasn't married to
She's still
Stedman. That was
with
her
Stedman.
boyfriend.
That's-
Yeah,
that's
still
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 her
together?
boyfriend.
Yeah, they still together. She never married him.
She has no interest in being
Yeah.
married.
Right.
That's what I said. Husband.
But she got her own fucking network.
Yeah.
This is somebody who exceeded a lot of shit.
She's worth billions and
But
billions of
we
dollars.
don't care about him. We don't see him. It's not relevant. If she took a picture, he gonna be in the back. If you put him in the front, we still looking in the back because she's in the back.
I just
we
think-
looking for the relevant
Yeah.
artist.
Right.
I think people just looking at the symbolism of the family dynamic. That's like really
Of what we want it to be.
Of what we want it to
Which
be.
is a man
But we
to
also
lead the
yes,
household.
There we go. It's just the symbolism of whatever the family dynamic is. That's the only reason why I like in this little conversation, because I agree with y'all. I don't think it's that serious, but I still think that there is some sort of relevancy when we start talking about the way that we're depicted.
But it's
Especially as
still-
black
it's still,
families.
It's still perception because at home he probably like
Always.
sit down and she
He
probably
probably,
like,
well, she loves
that's
that.
right, what she
Yeah,
like about him.
He probably talked to
could
her
put
crazy,
in her
but
place,
that's
he
right.
could check her.
She used to
It
that
don't mean
when
to
she
be
was with Chris
it don't
Brown.
have to be disrespectful.
No, shit.
But
He
she's
talked to
probably
her crazy.
submissive.
He went there, though.
Oh,
He went there.
You said, I'm
They
going
was,
there.
they was hitting each other. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, bite marks and everything. But that
Yeah.
that was a good look though. I appreciate y'all input on that because honestly, I don't essentially agree with everything that everybody's saying, but we do live in a world of public opinion.
But I'm
Yeah.
happy that the fact that you see a black family with the mom, the dad, and the child,
Right.
all in one
And
picture.
I lie to you now, I do enjoy the fact that he is supportive. Some black men don't support you because they fear you being above them
right.
eventually. So they
Intimidated,
don't
jealous.
rock out with you.
But
Really?
I think he rock
They
out
don't
all the
clap for
way.
you.
I think he
I
wear her clothes and
definitely,
everything. This
agree.
nigga,
So that's what, like, I love
Thought he
the
played a
video that
dress
they
up.
had circulating.
He wear Fendi.
I love no, but now she got sweatsuits and stuff, so he can.
and he rocking it. No,
Yeah,
he
but
was
before
wearing
she
the
only had
women.
lingerie.
He was wearing that too.
Stop
It's
playing,
ASAP.
yo. Bio.
So you really
But
feel
did you see the video of him like when she at the Super Bowl? He looking so proud.
Yeah, that's my bitch.
That's
Yeah,
my baby.
I love
What you
that.
mean?
I love that.
Yeah, he loves her or
Let's
whatnot.
go.
But see,
But the
I'll be supportive.
where a lot of relationships can go wrong is when they listen to the comments,
Public
to
opinion.
outsiders and all that. Oh, you make more money. You know a relationship fell, and we all know it. Ike Turner and Tina Turner.
Oh my
Ike
God.
was the lead of that band.
right.
He pulled her in.
Yeah.
Saw she had a voice, brought her to the forefront. Now it's Tina. Everybody, Tina.
Right.
And he's sitting there holding her hand. You can see him just drop back and fall back. The jealousy, because it was
He
Ike.
was
It was all about me. I
jealous.
made you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you get men.
that's
that-
a hard pillow to swallow though.
It is.
especially
when I'm the
when,
man, and then you surpass me
But
off
not
of
only
my
that-
backbone.
But not only that though, if you've given your life to something, see that's another thing entirely. So when we start talking about things like talent,
So it's
and-
not
and-
jealousy, it turns into resentment.
No, that was
Ooh.
jealousy.
They sisters.
But okay, so boom, no, that you. I'm glad that you said that. It actually, yeah, it's
He was bold.
What it is it
It was
went from
resentment.
it went from support. It went from support to a little bit of jealousy, then resentment.
Who supported what? I've never seen him support her, bro.
He made her.
No, he
He-
controlled her.
Yeah.
It wasn't support.
So
I
you
didn't
don't
make
think- you
you
don't-
to support you. I wanted to fuck for one. Let's get it straight.
Right.
Let's get it
He
straight.
was bringing all kind of bitches to the stage and letting them sing.
But when he found out she could
had
sing,
a voice and she was a virgin. Let's get that part right.
Okay.
She was
so,
a virgin.
So you think
Men
he
with
fed
money.
off of that?
Men with money love
Yeah.
the virgin. Nobody had you. You gonna be mine. I'm gonna
Okay.
control you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this, that.
Right.
It was a control aspect.
Right.
But the fact that she had a voice and she sung and people felt her, Tina
Yeah.
Turner.
Yeah.
You play the bass, bro. You gonna fall back.
So you don't think that if she wouldn't have gotten bigger than him, that it wouldn't have been
No.
that much of an issue?
Men,
No,
when
I
your
think
woman
he
do not
still
get
would've-
bigger than you,
Yeah.
you
Here's the thing. He had women before. It ain't worked for a reason. I think that men like him, it would have always been an issue because no matter how much people were screaming her name, I don't know if y'all remember the part. She pointed to him too. It's like she
Yeah.
wanted that, and she worshipped him.
Right.
She was submissive to him, so he never really even had to go through much to control her.
Right.
But
So
once
he's-
again,
But he was also
fed-
a sociopath, so
he
that's
fed
a
Yeah, so
whole
I feel
different
like
though.
crowd. when you feed off of Tina. And you sitting there at the forefront,
Right,
you like,
right. Yeah.
wait, what? What about me? I made her.
But see, that's what my
That
thing.
hurts.
That's the reason why I ask if that would have never happened.
He would have never treated her like that.
And that's
they
my
would still
point.
be together.
But that's my point.
Because she
You
didn't
think
blow
that-
up.
Well,
She
why
didn't
he
blow up
wasn't-
bigger than me.
Why wasn't
Right.
he with Lorraine then?
No. Look, understand the fact that he raped her. It's power. The psychology behind it is control.
Right,
You were
right.
singing for that white man, even though it was bringing money. Everything Tina did, she did for her family. She knew this nigga was cheating. She
Right,
everything.
right.
All right. She was submissive as fuck.
She
And
was.
let him
Yeah,
rock
yeah.
out with everything.
Right.
But because we loved her more than him,
Ooh.
we didn't even know who the fuck he was.
Right.
Because until we knew her. You know what I'm saying? Who? Ike Turner. We knew the whole story because of Tina. Oh, Ike, we heard
So you
Ike beating
think
and all
that
that shit.
he never would have hit her?
No,
Not saying that.
I'm not saying
No.
that
He whooped the
because
ass
of
from
the
the
type
beginning.
person he
Yeah,
is.
that's what-
He's
that's
I'm
a
saying he
sociopath.
did
That's
it
what he
more
did. Yeah.
because she
Now
surpassed
that I agree
him.
with. I
Yeah,
do agree
yeah.
with
He
he
was
did
jealous.
more.
Right.
He was envious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do think that.
Oh, you think you better him, and you hear it in his voice.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you
right.
can sing like that for the white people. You can't sing like that for me.
Yeah,
Oh, you
yeah.
can do that for these motherfuckers. But Ike made you and this and that. He was hurt.
Right. Yeah.
He was hurt.
No, that's
and
facts.
resentful. And
So
hurt
when
and
y'all
resentful.
blow
yeah.
up more than a man do, a nigga gonna get hurt. Like, damn, everybody giving her the attention, but because the way you used to make me feel, the way you make me feel in a relationship, like I'm the man. But now in front of everybody else, you're the one man, and I'm not really shit. You're the important person in this relationship. So that plays an effect on me.
You're really a therapist.
It plays an effect. This is how it goes,
This
though,
is
right?
really how it goes. He's
Right,
out.
you getting all
He's
the fucking
spitting. He's spitting
attention.
right now. He's
You're
spitting
getting
right
all
now.
the attention,
Yeah.
and I'm no longer getting the attention.
Yeah.
Even though you give me the attention I need and I want, but I see everybody come over here hugging and saying,
It's like
"Hey,
a-
what's up, star?" and this and that. Nobody saying
Yeah.
nothing to me. It's like, what the fuck is up? This
Right,
is
right,
like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna feel some. It's gonna make me feel some type of way.
So are
to
you
where
saying-
I treat you different?
Are you saying that any of this is justifiable? I'm not saying that you agree. I'm just saying it's justifiable.
No, I ain't saying it's justifiable. I'm just saying that's how it is when a nigga got money.
Justifiable.
Meaning that you can
is
understand.
different than understandable.
All right. There is a difference in. All right.
Because
understand it.
justifiable,
That's a
means I
very-
justify it.
There's
so
a right. They're right.
I
I don't condone it, and that's what it
Yeah,
is.
that's
Understand.
You
justifiable.
condone it. That's right. Right.
Understandable means like I could kind of
see
see
the
what
logic.
made him think that way.
Right. So that's justifiable.
That's
but yeah,
understandable.
not condonable. Yeah.
Justifiable means
Oh, she snapped, so
I'm-
you supposed
I'm-
to
I'm
slap.
right.
Yeah. No. We're not condoning that. We're not condoning any of that.
that's
But
justifiable and condoning is twins.
yeah. They are.
But
They are.
understandable is
with different motives.
Is they second cousin on their dad's side.
Yeah, but with different motives. No, absolutely.
Family matters.
Yeah,
Because
no,
it's
absolutely.
like I don't feel like I would justify somebody being murdered, but then when I hear some certain things, I'm like, well, I can kind of
No,
understand
see,
it, but I don't
yeah.
justify. That don't make it right. Don't do it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. No. Listen.
I understand your
It depends.
your emotion.
He said it depends.
I understand your emotion, but I don't respect your action.
All right, so let's talk about something else that's justifiable or understandable, right? How many of your friends live by the pillow talk rule with their significant other?
What's the pillow talk rule? Don't do it or do it.
What you mean? The pillow talk rule is that every couple that I know pillow talks.
All right, but what's the rule? How is that a rule?
What is the rule? That
ru-
you're supposed to or you don't?
The rule,
I just
I
know
think,
it
I think, I
happens.
think the rule applies to things that are not supposed to be talked about. Let's say if you knew a secret about a friend,
Right.
Okay.
And they told you not to tell
and
nobody.
you're like, don't tell
And now
nobody. But
You go tell your girl.
people that pillow talk tell everything
Right.
to their
Right.
significant other. Do you know anybody that lives by the I won't tell nobody rule without telling their significant other?
And I started it. I wasn't always that way. I used to confide in my significant other about my friend's business and all these types of things and all
what
of that.
happened?
Two things happen. For starters, sometimes the person you would start looking at you like you would make the same decisions that your friend making. So if she out here and you telling him some of her whole stories, now he looking like you hang with her. So what you be doing?
So
That's number one. The second incident that happened to me
Why you
is
telling her whole
it
story?
being Because it was interesting. I went to tell somebody.
So,
She ain't never say
But
it's
it
a secret.
backfired.
hold up, reel it back for
It
1
definitely
second.
I was learning. This was I'm saying why I say I don't do it now
Yeah.
because I have to learn. Sometimes you learn
I'ma teach you.
from experience.
Listen. Reel it back for 1 second.
Okay.
Reel it back for 1
Because
second.
I got a second reason.
Because of the simple fact. So when you said that you don't do it anymore, and you said the reason was because your significant other would look
Because
at
it
you.
backfired.
Right, it backfired. It would you look at you
If
funny.
it didn't, she would have kept doing it.
You would've
If
kept
he would
doing
have
it.
accepted it and not
Right.
put her in the mix, it would have. When people, it's communication.
Right,
When people communicate, and I'm talking to you about something,
right.
first is the body language. 85% of communication is body language.
Right.
So I see we already pillow talking, we laid up and all
Beanie
that.
Siegel.
You
Yeah.
feel free to tell me all the shit you want to tell me.
Right.
But the moment I start commenting on it, and I put you inside of it, like, oh, your girl did what? Oh, well, you was out there with us, so birds of a feather flock together. Now, I'm pointing it at you. I'm using your story and turning it against you. You're not going to ever want to tell me any fucking thing else.
Right.
Because I'm going to be looking at you doing the same fucking shit your girlfriend doing.
Right.
But see, now this is the funny thing that you mentioned that and whatnot, because even without any regard to that, men get accused of that shit all the time. When is the last time a man was saying that y'all went somewhere, you did something with your homies, he was out in the club, your homie was wilding, and you came back like, man, guess what Shaheem was doing? This nigga was out here wilding. You know what I'm saying? He got a lab here, what, they got a dick sucked in the back. Come on.
What?
Cause she's gonna think, for real, she's
Right, that y'all out every time you go out
like
with
every
him,
time I go, hey,
y'all
that's the
fucking
point.
bitch.
Exactly.
It's the same way though.
Right.
Now, every time you come around, I'm like,
Right, that nigga.
Exactly.
Oh,
So-
you and him, y'all gonna go fuck with some bitches.
So that's kind of my point, you know what I mean, with that. So most people only pillow talk into the bounds in which they know that ain't gonna get them in trouble. You'll tell some shit. You'll tell some shit if you're not a part of it.
right.
I tell some shit that would never come back to me. What's the fucking point of pillow talk?
I don't do it anymore. Like
Like-
I say, I learned from experiences. It is not a good thing. The second reason why I stopped is because something that I told to the person I was with at the time about my friend
Yeah.
that she was struggling with, and I was like, I feel so bad. I don't know what to do. Whatever. He threw it back, like towards her at the time.
Right.
Because he was
right.
mad at something that she said to
Holding
me.
that shit. Bitch, you
and he
broke.
was
My
like-
girl told me you ain't got shit. You out here sucking dick for
Shut up,
40
Don.
hours.
At least I don't eat ass.
And now that bitch looking at you like, I can't fuck with you no more. I'm not telling you nothing else.
Right.
You corny for that. You know what I mean? Because I came and confided in you.
Right.
So why you telling that nigga my business? I ain't
Right.
gonna tell y'all two. I
Right.
told you, and then you went and told him.
Right.
So,
right.
I mean, you corny for that. And you are. I mean, you gotta
Yeah.
eat that.
Yeah. No,
Because you
that's
shouldn't have told nobody
Yeah.
else's business.
Yeah.
Well, the only good thing that it turned, not that is a good thing, but the only thing that before it happened, it was public knowledge anyway. So when it came back like that, it was just like.
But I'm
okay,
sure she
and-
know you said it though.
No, she don't, because it became public knowledge. So it's like
Even
he
that
could
he
have
said
found
it?
out. No, she's thinking like he could have found out just by being around all of us, because now it already been public knowledge for some time now.
So
You suspect. You're not getting away with
I'm
not
telling
being
you, all right,
a part
so
of.
let's say this.
absolutely you're a
Let's
part of
say
it.
this.
You could
All
have
right, let's say
possibly
this.
been the
Let's
one that
say
told.
She really. Let's say hypothetically, this never happened, but hypothetically,
Right.
She lost her job. No, it didn't, because I'm not gonna.
Definitely
I'm not gonna
hypothetically
never tell you
happened.
what
Tell
happened.
us what happened.
Let's say hypothetically,
Right.
she lost her job because she spit in somebody's food. She worked in a restaurant. She spit in somebody's food.
Right.
And I told him that. Now
I'm not gonna trust her around
this
my
the
food.
weird shit. This the weird shit. He didn't throw it in her face. When me and him stopped dealing, and I was hanging out with her, he was dealing with someone else, and that person like through like a social media subliminal, like
The girl that he dealing with.
yes, a social media. He told her, but by this time, everybody that we know in our circle, because before I stopped dealing with him, that's not the situation, but I'm just using this as an example.
Right.
And we all around, and she's talking about, I lost my job because I was spitting somebody's food, whatever. Now she said it in front of him.
Right.
She's not thinking that
You
it
did
came from
Right.
me.
All right.
Oh, okay. I see what
Right.
you're
If
saying.
you
get what I'm
if she
saying?
I see what
if
you're
she
saying. Yeah,
saying it
yeah,
out
in the
loud
mix.
now,
Yeah, I get
it's not
that.
like I came and told you a secret and it's only you, and then
Right.
you told.
Right,
And now
right,
he's
right.
coming back to me.
At the time, I didn't, like, it wasn't
No.
it wasn't known. People knew,
Right.
but it wasn't
Public.
a lot. It wasn't. It was like our inner, but then
Circle.
it spread it to the outer. So
Right,
by the
right,
time
right.
that happened, it spread
It
it
was
to the
already
hour
out.
anyway.
All right, you got saved.
Yeah.
All right, so
but
no, yeah.
Is Shorty watching episode 20? Pillow talk. Start told on you.
I changed
Spitting
my
at
ways.
people fool, sweetheart.
I know
That
that's kind of
never
crazy.
happened.
I
That's
know.
kind of crazy.
That really never
She know what I'm
happened.
talking
That's
about.
kind
though.
of crazy.
On my kids, that never happened.
Nah, let me know.
The subject is totally different than what really happened.
Right.
All right.
But
No,
if
the
I
pillow
do,
talk-
if
she
I
wiped,
really
she
threw a
wiped the
hit,
ass with a fork. That's what happened.
she
That's
never
it.
even worked at a restaurant. So I just use that as I use somebody else stuff, mix it with
She's
that
at the
stuff. So
Piccadilly.
never did that either. Anyway, third reason is
She used to work to set it
somebody
off on the
did it to
weekends.
me.
What?
Was Pillow talking about me, and they boyfriend went and told somebody else, and then next thing you know, one of my other best friends calling me like, well, you know.
Well, hate comes in many forms or whatnot. People,
And I was like,
people,
okay.
But you know,
Uh-oh.
she pillow talk to him.
people
You know
internet
that.
chat and post about
Yeah, but
motherfuckers
only
all the
thing I
time.
don't respect is because I know that pillow talk is what happens. I'm weird about certain things. Like, I'm not the type of person that, let's say Keith come to me and be like, yeah, because Will was talking about you. I'm like, okay, and it's not going to stop making me be his friend. We as friends and we as human beings, we don't always agree with or fuck with what people do. Sometimes we need to vent about our friends. Like, listen, you could be like, listen, yesterday Star was with some bullshit. And
Well,
I probably
first
was
and
or
foremost,
probably wasn't.
Shouldn't as your friend, shouldn't I have that conversation with you first?
But we probably had words about it
Right.
too.
And I'm letting you
now
know you on some bullshit.
You talking to Will? I mean, to Keith about it. It's not going to be
But
that
I'm
big a
also
deal
waiting.
to
But
me.
here's the thing, though, because I'm also looking at the person that came back to tell me that shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's
like, what
weird.
the fuck did you come back to tell me that like that for,
Right.
though? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like that's shit
What's
like
your
that.
motive?
So
right.
even-
What's your motive?
Even
That's the
when it
whole
happens
point. You
to
know
me,
what I'm saying?
even when it happens to me, because I know it do, and even when it has happened to me, you telling something that I did doesn't bother me.
Right.
But you insulting me in the process of what I did bothers me. If that makes sense.
I got that. We can move on from it. Oh shit.
Yes. Like, listen, at the end of the day, you might not agree with me.
Right.
All right, so if I'm out here moving weird, like let's say I hang out every day.
Right.
And you be like, yo, Stir, what's up with Stir? Like, she be outside every day. Like, when she need to chill, that
Take
don't
your ass
bother
in
me.
the house. Right.
But if you be like, all that bitch do is be turned up, she's never going to be nothing. Da-da-da-da, that's going to bother me.
Why?
Because
That's what I'm
that's
asking.
out of
Why the fuck
pocket,
would
like-
that bother you?
But
that's-
you don't have to insult me.
Well,
That means
first
Why
and
the
you
fuck
feel-
do you have to care about
But why the fuck
that?
do you have friends?
Knowing you're
that's-
gonna be something.
But why do you
But
have
I care
friends
about
that
a
even
friend.
speak to you like
I'm
that?
not saying that
Oh, okay.
is the case. I'm saying when I found out that a friend pillow talked about me, it did not bother me.
Right.
But had she would have done it a different way,
Right.
it would have bothered me.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. We can move on from that. I appreciate that. Just don't pillow talk, people. Don't fucking pillow
I
talk.
don't do it because
Just leave it be. The older you get, you understand. Just
I
leave
be
the
like,
shit alone.
I'm Car Thomas. I don't want to know.
Oh shit.
And
All
I
right.
don't want to tell.
All right, let's talk about passport bros for a second.
What is passport rules?
You hear about the passport bros?
Absolutely
Passport
not.
bros?
Passport bros.
Is that when y'all all get together and go to
Go to
DR?
Vegas.
No, that's not. No, I don't know nothing about that.
Okay. I'm just
The passport bros is a bunch of niggas that's getting passports and going over to countries like Thailand and DR and is actually looking for wives.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
leave my dad out of this.
What's wrong with it though?
Get the fuck out of here.
How
Really?
did that?
Oh shit.
If my dad ever watched this, he would mute me.
See, pillow talk.
Well, you
come
know,
on.
you know, yeah, go ahead. People,
Finish your
I mean-
pillow
Come on,
talk.
pillow talk to the internet. Let's
I
go.
don't
Let's
know if
have.
it's really a secret though.
I
'Cause
don't think
we
it's a
all
secret. It ain't a
know-
secret no more. You just said the shit out loud. So
I
you
mean,
might
we
as well
all
keep
know.
But
elaborating.
everybody's not
No,
ashamed of it. Let's get that
what
right.
it is
If
I don't
he's
think
doing
he
it, he
is
want
because
to do
I feel
it.
like you know
Okay.
if he's especially if he's going to marry someone, but
Yeah.
he feel like American girls is not for him.
Boom, here we go. So now she done tracked it right back to where I wanted to go or whatnot. These passport bros are essentially doing a thing, moving on, going out there to get women because they not feeling American women anymore.
Yeah.
American women is
My
not
dad
their cup of
has
tea.
fallen in love with someone that's not from America.
Why?
Because he feels like she's attentive, supportive, submissive.
Ooh.
He feels like all these things.
Your dad's a
He's
passport, bro.
But here's the
Your dad is a passport, bro. He is. He's
when
a
I talk to
fucking
him,
passport.
I'm like, you're a passport.
and then half of them can't even speak English. But here's the difference,
She
though.
speaks English, but that's true too.
No. Here's the difference.
Right.
They don't want to be where they're at. They want to be somebody's wife, and they want to come back to America.
There we go.
They want that green card.
Facts.
I'm gonna do whatever the fuck you want me to do.
But do you think?
And
Alright.
say I'm gonna make you feel good.
Right.
I'm gonna be that perfect guy, that perfect wife, whoever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna.
But are you
say
always
you want,
going to be that way, or are you going to be that
get me
person that
to
come over
America.
here and once you get to America and you get a taste of American soil, you're going to live the life as the wife for the man who brought you here for a while,
Yeah, you
and
gonna
then are
find
you going to now all of a sudden want to get a BBL and start wilding out?
Or you
Like,
might find it. You might run into another nigga that's more lit and be like, "Oh shit,
Yeah,
I didn't
like,
know."
what's
No, so that can definitely happen.
Okay.
Yeah, here's the
It
problem.
does.
I don't really want to talk so
But
much
once
about
your visa run out, you take your ass back to DR
Right,
because
right.
I'm not renewing
But
it.
here's the thing: I don't want to talk so much about the women that they bringing back because we know a
Nah,
lot
I
of them.
just was curious.
A lot
I
of them.
just
A
wanna
lot of
know.
them have some sort of desperation that says, okay, if a nigga's lit, I'm trying to get out of my situation. I want to go to America to live fly.
Right.
And they got bodies already.
Yeah,
too.
let's talk about the reason why these men want to do that.
Because American women are
Yup,
now...
stop right there. American women.
Why I gotta stop right there? Because I was about to say...
No. Let's talk about why the fuck niggas is trying to move
I
on
was
from
about
American
to
women.
tell you,
All right,
but
go
you
ahead.
cut me off at
Sorry,
American
sorry,
women.
Sorry, go ahead. I got you. My bad.
American woman.
Stay away from me, American woman. So, mama, let me be. Go ahead.
So American women, not all of them, but it's a lot now. They have these newfound attitudes full of independence, arrogance. They don't want to be submissive. It's like they want to be super equal to the man in everything except wanting him to pay for everything.
Oh, she done hit the nail on the head. I don't even know if we have to say anything else or whatnot. So you're basically saying that real ass bitch give a fuck about a nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's basically what you're saying.
Fucking on a scamming ass, rich ass nigga. Yeah.
So right. So at the end of the
I'm
the
gonna
end of
still
the day,
do what I went and talk how I went and be how I went, and I don't have to do shit.
so you're basically saying that it is a better bet for a nigga to go get a woman from another country. Because she comes over here
Get
with
the woman for you. I don't care where you find
she
it.
comes over here with the
You
intention.
gotta go to a nursing home.
But
Go ahead and
listen,
find the
she
right
comes
woman
over
for
here
you.
with the attention, with the intention of to say, okay, I'm gonna do what I need to do to make this nigga happy because I want to be here.
Whatever it is you like.
Yup. The women over here are looking for all those benefits, but acting like shit.
Because they know they
Yes.
already got their green card here. They already
Yeah,
live here.
they
And
here,
then,
they here
like
running
we
the
say,
fucking muck.
some of them also, they're not that they make more than the men, but they're getting to a good bag on their own and all of that. So they feel like, no, you cook.
A woman that gets too good of a bag will end up alone.
That's false.
Okay.
A woman that is not willing to be a woman will end up alone.
Submissive.
Submissive, right. Why would you submit to somebody that you don't need to?
No.
Or
Once
don't?
again, you got Oprah, you got
You
Rihanna,
submit
you
to
got
somebody
girls.
who is a good leader of a family.
I think
But
that
I'm not following you if I don't know where you're leading me to.
But
Have
here's-
some direction. That's all I ask.
But here's the thing, right? When your path is already laid out, and you have enough in order to kind of simulate your way through, you can put up a facade to make it seem as if that the man is leading. Oprah does it well. Rihanna does it well.
Right,
They're
right.
giving this man the position of power. It's not real. It's not genuine. They don't give a fuck. That nigga left tomorrow. He's still Oprah. She's still Rihanna. This is my thing. There
But
has to
she
be
could
some.
still be heartbroken. At the end of the day,
right, that's
listen,
cool. You love them, but there's still, if you're asking about
only
leadership,
difference is
you ask
you
about
rather
leadership.
cry where you could take a private jet to the beach and cry.
That's fine.
Than to be crying in an apartment down North Philly.
But if you
that's
could
the only
right,
difference.
but-
But if you are emotionally invested in somebody, I don't give a fuck how much money you got. That shit hurt.
That's cool, right? And emotional.
That's why we get
it
those
does
good
hurt.
heartbreaking songs.
Money is nothing without somebody to share it with.
Absolutely. No,
know what I'm saying? Real
I agree with that. I agree with that. You're absolutely right.
You
But
make
there,
all that money
Someone
in the world.
you love,
You, right.
Tisha.
You need
Yeah.
somebody to enjoy that shit.
but you know what it is? We speaking the feelings from the heart and whatnot, leading it back to girls that are looking to get out of poverty and they do it for necessity. They get
So
the fuck out of Dodge.
they're not emotionally attached. They are in it for the opportunity, correct?
As is every American woman that we talking about.
So
That's the point.
basically, what they're doing is a service and a job. The only difference between them and American women is American women, if they are doing it, they're doing it because they want to. They are doing it because they have to. They need to get
Cool.
this green card. They need to get to America.
Right.
They got to be submissive. They got to be
Right.
the best that
Right.
they can be, because that's the only way they're going to get it. If you get an American girl, because not our American girls do it, but if you get an American girl that's being submissive, that being
Right.
a good woman, and all that, she's doing it because she wants to.
And which
Not 'cause
marriage?
she has
Which
to.
marriage is more than likely going to be successful? The one of necessity.
The one
or
with the
one
girl of desperation.
Exactly. That proves my point. That proves my point. So therefore, these niggas are doing the correct thing. So until some changes start to happen with the American woman, there will always be this issue.
So where you want to get your girl from? Thailand, DR, Turkey.
Krush Lounge. Here with it. My next girl, I'm gonna be right at Krush Lounge.
Honestly.
I could feel that though, cause it's like when you got every relationship is a business proposition. Whether
Absolutely.
it's a friendship, a marriage. You're in that relationship. We're sitting across from each other to see what can we get from each other. And that's not always necessarily a bad thing.
Right.
You might be a nurturer. I love the way you take care of your kids. She's a mother. She nurtures. I was deprived of that as a child. You're a nurturer, so we get together. You're gonna nurture me and pour some love into me.
Right.
You might be stressed out from work all day and just want to be around me all day because I'm funny. You like a guy that can make you laugh.
Right.
It don't always have to be a monetary figure, but
No, that's facts.
you want to know what you're getting from that other person out of that relationship. Most of the time, women will see the guy, oh, I'm gonna be whatever the fuck he want, cause y'all gonna let us talk first. We always do it, especially people that got money. Oh, well, this is how it is. How you got your business? How you got started? Y'all stroking our egos, but the real thing is y'all asking us enough questions to take down notes to really see who you gotta be, what chameleon,
Right.
how camouflage you gotta be to really get under my skin, to get me to
So
really
do you
want
prefer
you.
a woman that's like into you because they're just naturally gravitating to you?
Yeah,
Or
I
do
don't
you
want nobody
prefer
after me for my money and
a
shit.
woman that like from another country that's going to do all these things. She really don't want money. She just want the opportunity to be in America. You could keep her in the house. She's never going to go nowhere. She's going to cook. She's going to clean. She's going to basically be a service. Which one do you prefer? And she's going to make you feel like she's in love with you because that's part of her job.
That's part of every woman's job.
No, it's not part of your job, because if I'm really naturally in love with you, it's not a job.
No, it's a job.
It's not.
You can love
have
your
to-
job.
Listen,
Two things can be true.
it's a job because
You can love your job.
In love,
you
and love is
meet
two
me
different
at the
things.
age of 21. It's a job because if I get with you 10 years later, I'm different now. You have to love me the way I want is to also watch me change
Right.
and learn the different things about me. So
You
it's
also
a
have to
job for
alter.
you
That's
because
facts. But
you're
if I'm
always
altering and all of that, and it's coming organically altering, because also there are people that just grow apart. Like, oh, where he grew into, I can't love.
Right.
But she's gonna love whatever you decide to be, because that's what she's being.
But that's any bro girl. That's not just a DR girl, a chick from Colombia.
What I'm saying is, no
That's a
matter
chick down
what,
the street
I
on-
didn't-
And
I
that's
didn't-
been my
I don't-
point
I'm
the
not sure
entire
if I said
time.
a country, but maybe I did. But I'm saying any girl. Which one do you prefer? The one that is naturally and organic, or the one that's put here to make it their business to keep our position?
Listen.
I want it
ju-
natural.
Listen, I want
I want it
this is the thing, right?
I would want a natural.
Men are afraid to say it or whatnot, and I said this on my other podcast the other day. Men love a woman that knows her place and knows how to shut the fuck up. And at the end of the day, it's not that he won't
I'm
grant you
learning.
he won't grant you the grace of being that nurturer, that carer, that you know what I mean, that sufficient part of his life, you know what I'm saying? But the more you can acquiesce to not being so much of this, the nigga will embrace that. Be soft. That nigga will give you every opportunity to be hard when you want to, if you can show him that you're softer than you are hard. That's the fucking problem. It's just a lot of like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Nobody asked you to do that. Nobody asked you to be that. You know what I'm saying? Be who I need
Allow
you to
him
be right now.
Mr. Know-it-all.
Mr. Know-it-all.
But that's what I'm saying. But just be who I need you to be when I need you to be it. Because at the end of the day, that's all that women expect out of men. I need you to be this. If it's more expectations from a woman coming to a nigga than anything you've ever seen in the world. You want everything on the list. You nigga, you better be 6'8". Nigga, you better have the greatest dick game. Nigga, you better buy me a house.
6'8".
Nigga, you better have a nice car. Nigga, you better have a good job. Nigga, you better make good money. You better take me out. You better buy me nice gifts. I can go on and fucking on. Ask a man what he wants you. He wants you to be
quiet,
kind, friendly, and soft.
This is why a lot
You know
of
what I'm
men.
saying?
This is why a lot of men spending $5,000 on sex dolls because they don't talk back.
They just
what?
Yeah,
nah. He's
it's
telling
real
the truth.
life sex doll. I mean,
He's telling the
real
truth.
life sex doll.
If you could have a sex robot at the house, right, and have a thorough ass online relationship with somebody. You got the fucking. That's the greatest thing ever. You call them up for you Zoom. We Zoom every day.
Cuddling with the dog when you done.
Listen, we zooming every day. Hey, babe, I wish she was here, whatnot, but I'm gonna go over here with Ming Ming. You know what I'm saying? My little pokey poke doll or whatnot.
Why
and go
is
chill.
her name Ming Ming? Because you want somebody from overseas.
See, here you go. I didn't say all
I
that.
want that Chinese girl to snuggle up on my egg roll.
She's from overseas.
Her name Ming Ming. Snuggle up on this egg roll.
She go get this cream of some young
Yeah,
guy.
Sundays here,
all up in her Wu-Tang soup. Wonton soup.
Oh my gosh! All right.
I cannot deal with this for the day.
All right. So, which race makes the best husbands and wives?
Which race?
Which
makes
race?
The best husband and
Track
wife?
records. Let's talk track records. Which race makes the best husbands and wives?
Cocky enough, I'm gonna say whatever race are you? A Leo.
That's a
Star.
goddamn sign. That ain't a race.
Name star. I'm a
No,
race.
that's
I am a race.
that's not a
Best
race.
husband and
It
wife.
ain't a
Race,
lot of us.
skin color,
It's not
ethnicity.
it's not a lot of us.
Right.
Leo's name star, but we procreating, I guess.
I'm being messy right now.
Go ahead.
I'm being
Which
messy.
race?
Yeah, makes the best husbands. Go ahead, Star. What do you think?
Oh, I really gotta think. I feel like, oh God, am I gonna get canceled? I feel like white women make good wives.
There we go. Oh shit, she did it. She said it. Oh wow. Did you do that? You
But I
said
feel
that.
like
Why is that?
from what I saw,
You think white
so
women make the
far-
best wives?
yeah, because they shut up.
They listen. They cater more.
And that's what men
They
want.
less
They shut
argumentative.
up.
So wait
And
a
they
minute,
enjoy-
wait a minute. Here's the thing. Here's another question. If you think this white woman makes the best wife and you see her attributes, why don't you mimic
I'm
that?
learning to shut up.
You're on a podcast right now. You're not learning to shut up.
Learning to shut up. Well, this is where I express myself because then when I get in, I gotta shut up. So I gotta get all my talking out right now.
She ain't shut up
So-
since she been here.
So Will, you gotta let me talk because I don't know. I don't know the next time I'm gonna get to talk. It might be next Monday.
Oh God.
So
go ahead.
right now,
Oh, please.
I'm going to use
Right.
all my talking time to
Right.
talk right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to be like quiet and soft and cute.
So
You
you
can talk during
think you
sex.
really
If you need me to.
You
Yeah,
really
definitely,
think that white women make the? That's crazy.
I go off with I feel like men want though. I don't feel like it makes them better than us. I just feel like off of the perception that men have
Yeah.
for what a good wife is
Yeah.
a white woman.
So who makes the best husbands?
I'm leaning towards African men.
Yes, I was gonna say that.
I agree with that.
African
I agree
men.
with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I absolutely.
Not
agree.
African American. African.
But you know what the funny thing
Liberia,
about
Kenya,
No, here's the funny
African.
thing about it. I think that that's one of the strongest traits that
Nigerian.
carries over through our lineage. Because I think African American men make great husbands as well.
African American men such as yourself?
Yeah. I think we do. That's fucked up, Star. Don't question that much.
Such as yourself?
She rolled her eyes so long she almost fell asleep, kid.
Yeah,
She said,
yeah, exactly. I
Coma.
know. She died.
Coma.
What?
Coma.
Listen. Just because.
Wait. Camera.
Listen.
Coma.
Why don't you think the African American men make good,
Y'all
great
are
husbands?
Americanized. Y'all are built to. Y'all not really. To me, this is my opinion for African American men.
Right.
Y'all are not willing to like build your wives up and stuff like that. Y'all not them. Y'all just not it.
Huh?
The same way y'all don't feel like we it. I'm fine with that. You don't have to feel like I'm it. I'm it for somebody out here, but I may not be it for you.
We trying
Y'all
to get down.
not-
We trying to
y'all
get down
not.
to brass tacks of why
Listen,
this
because
doesn't
y'all
work.
so busy trying to portray the image of the leader that y'all not actually leading us nowhere.
How do you portray the image of a leader and who
Because
you
you want to
portraying
be
it to?
front and center of the picture.
We should be.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, what's the problem with wanting to be and trying to be?
Because focus on this household, not what's going to be seen on a fucking camera lens of some portrait that we going to put on the wall.
Okay, so they're not. You saying that black men don't lead in the house?
No.
we make it seem like we're leading to the
Yeah,
outside.
y'all want the perception of a leader without actually leading nobody nowhere. Y'all, a lot of black men don't have no direction.
So okay, so then that's a different argument though. A man not having direction is different than his
How
ability
can
to try
you
to lead.
lead somebody if you don't know where the hell you going?
That's true. That's true.
it's hard to
Blindly in a
lead
blind.
Right.
when people don't want to be led.
But also,
You can lead
I
a
wanna
host of
be-
water, but you can't make a drink.
but would it?
I want to be led, but
But-
where we going?
but
Like,
when
don't
you
tell
say-
me you
when-
leading me and then you leading me to the homeless shelter.
But when you saying
Where you
that,
wanna be led, Keisha?
when you saying that, what is that? What does that entail? What does all of that? Put that in a bundle for me. When you're saying that, I want you to lead. I just don't know where you're leading me to.
My thing is this: a black man, they don't want you to ask no questions. They want you to sit down, shut up, this and that. You can work, don't make more money than
Now
me.
let me ask you a question.
You
What if-
can work, don't make more money than me. When you get home, be quiet. Make sure it's still deodorant, toilet paper, and
Right.
I get the big piece of chicken and all of that stuff.
Right.
But with me not asking questions, with me not knowing nothing, then I look up and everything done fell the fuck apart because I was depending on you to do your part that I wasn't questioning or asking you about.
Now, as a person that's being led, do you trust the leader in front of you?
I think that's the biggest issue. Like, you're not.
So how could-
African American men
so
don't
how
give you
could
nothing to trust.
So here we go. How could you ever say that if you don't trust that person, it doesn't matter what they doing to try to lead you, you don't
I
trust them.
genuinely feel like this
So
might
you're
be
not- you
very.
don't wanna be a
very
follower. You don't wanna follow
unpopular.
correctly.
I feel like this can be a very unpopular opinion,
Right.
but in my opinion, trust comes with anything and is just destroyed. I don't feel like it has to be really built.
So you still talking about cheating and shit.
No, I'm talking
Oh.
about trusting you to do anything. You don't have to build my trust. I'm going to trust that you're going to be a great man. I'm going to trust that you're going to do the right thing, or a great friend. I'm going to trust that if I bond with you today, whether it be friendship,
Right.
business, relationship, whatever, I'm bonding with you over my trust that you are going to be the person that you're presenting to me.
That's hard.
And then it's diminishing as you start showing me different.
A woman that's been hurt before,
Right.
you're not getting that kind of trust out of them. For one, you have to really earn it. Their guard is already up. It's not given as it should be. Because like when you first get in a relationship with somebody, everything should be 100%. I should believe every fucking thing you say out your mouth.
I agree 1,000%.
Everything we do and say should be, all right, this is it. This is her. And then once I start finding shit out about you
That's
that's
what
not
I'm
true,
saying. You just proved my
that
point.
100%, I start knocking it down.
Knocking it down.
Right,
and
right.
then you gotta rebuild it if it's worth rebuilding. But I feel like when you meet somebody, you always think of them as the 100%.
You
And
should.
then they start taking away from that.
I
Right,
said you
right.
should, but it's hard.
Right.
Because a lot of people who've been hurt before is not going to automatically come in and give you that 100% trust.
You wanna at me?
No, I already know you hurt.
But my thing
I
is,
already know you're not gonna give me
I
100%.
know he's throwing shade at me.
No, I'm not. See, this is the hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm
This
saying.
the hurt
Yeah,
I'm
like
talking
she couldn't
about
even,
right here.
she couldn't even hear the shit out loud.
Yeah,
She's
you
like, "Whoa,
think
what the
about
fuck?"
her. See, you talking
like
about me.
I feel attacked, nigga. Like no, but
It's the same thing he just
I don't
said
trust
to me
you.
before the
But
camera
she literally
situation.
just said, "You gotta trust him." And I don't
the pro-
trust you.
Look, this is
No, I trust that
this
you
is the
really
this is the
talking
problem.
shit.
This is the problem with trust, with being led in trust, right? Trust. Even by definition, there's some semblance of faith. You know what faith is?
Belief,
Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not
not
seen.
seen.
So if you trust somebody, right?
Did you study that before you got here? Like,
No,
stop playing. You read
I
it
was-
straight out the
no,
dictionary.
I've been to church.
That's a
I've been to Bible verse. I've been to church. So look, this is the thing.
That don't mean you remember it like verbatim
I-
like that. That was
I'm-
crazy.
I say it all the time.
I missed the note, though. What are you talking about? So listen, right here. You know what I mean?
Come on.
So what the fuck? So the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But listen, so you have to understand that no matter what, so even if you don't understand the path that you're being led on, that's like, even our blind faith and our trust that God has the right path for us. You understand what I'm saying? Like we've never seen him. We talk to him, you know what I'm saying? You've never heard God speak to you, but you trust and believe that he's there.
Right.
Even when things don't go your way.
Faith.
Even when things don't go, even when you feel like you've been failed. Even when you feel as if that God has forsaken you. You be like,
Forsaken me.
God damn, like what is going on? Like why? Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Why can't I get a leg up or whatnot? You still have faith. You trust that he's going to do the right thing.
And why is that? Why is that?
Why is that?
Because God is perfect.
No, you need faith. Why do we need faith?
That I don't know, I'm be honest. Can you tell me why we need faith?
We all, black people, it's a cultural thing. We need it, we believe it, we love it because hope is what gets us through it. If you don't
Yep.
have faith, it's insanity.
Yep.
You're going to go insane. We need something to believe in.
Yeah.
So we always believe or we hope, and it's always that faith the size of a mustard seed that's going to keep us going. You know what I'm saying? And without that, it's a done deal.
And you know what the funny thing about it is that I think that we're so intolerant of things, and we're so we get so broken and so jaded that we lose faith in sometime in an hour that we don't need to lose it, or we lack it when we should have it, even in especially in relationships. That's all I gotta say about that. Like real rap. Like honestly, I honestly
Have
think
faith,
that
people.
yeah, like honestly, like I really don't think I think that everything that you're saying is just about feeling broken in certain situations, but sometimes until I have belief in certain things and I have faith in certain things until I can't anymore. And sometimes as human beings, we just don't feel, the people that take their own lives, that self-transition, they have lost all faith that everything is going to be all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
And honestly, that sucks because you should never feel that way. You ain't broke. You ain't
I felt
homeless.
that way before.
You ain't broke. You ain't homeless.
You ain't home.
You
ain't
alive.
I prayed on
You're
it.
thriving. The only thing that you are is
Thank you.
jaded and brokenhearted.
Facts.
But hearts don't break, they bend.
Every
They always
human
snap back.
is going to experience some type of suicidal and homicidal ideations.
Homicidal?
Daily.
It's always more homicidal than suicidal.
Daily.
Of course. But the
Right.
suicidal is more based off inner situations.
Right.
Shit you're going through.
Right, right.
That you feel as though you just can't take no more. And you don't really believe or understand that suicide is a permanent solution for a temporary problem.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing though. When you take yourself out of the game and when you come to foregone conclusions, that's emotional suicide.
And not only to you, to everybody that loves you.
Yep.
So your selfish
Why
actions.
everybody coming at me?
Because
I'm still
No,
educated.
I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying that because sometimes we feel like the moment that
You
you
know
feel
you should-
the
you
moment
saying.
the moment you feel too broken or when you say when your apprehensions outweigh the things that could be good for you, that's when you're emotionally losing it. You're no longer in the game because you're so worried about the backlash of it. it's going to stop you from taking risks.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? It just is. You know what I'm saying? We giving Steve like this shit because we giving the isms. We giving the isms over here.
Oh God.
Oh shit! All right, we gonna do this real quick and then we gonna be out of here. Nice little bit over an hour or whatnot. I want to talk about the male baddie versus the female baddie.
Ain't that the same thing?
No, it's not.
Men should not be baddies.
Well, just I said it. I said it just to say it that way. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you got some guys. Like, no. Because everybody should know their worth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You should know your worth, whether you're a female or a guy.
Right.
So that way
that don't
you're
make
not,
you a baddie.
No. Here's the difference. If I know my worth and I know all these niggas is not doing the shit I'm doing,
Right.
I'm a bad motherfucker.
So before I chime in,
Right.
what's a male baddie?
See, here's the difference with male baddies.
What's the definition
Niggas-
of a male baddie?
All right. So aesthetically, let's just talk aesthetics for a second. Because a man understands, hey, look, we niggas. Most of us got beards. Most of us got hair. You know what I'm saying? You can go to the gym. You can get cut up. You can get fat. You can stay skinny. You can be the way that you want to be or whatnot. At the end of the day, you know, a lot of times, that's not the ultimate factor that draws you to the opposite sex. Or draws the opposite sex to you. It's, for one thing, it's your personality. It's your spit game. It's what's up here. Then it's also the hustling. And not only that, when you build that and you get all of that aligned, you ever see a nigga that you ever see a millionaire walking around and whatnot? He got the baddest chick on his arm. That nigga's ugly. He don't give a fuck. Belly out here. He all
makes
over
him
the
a
place.
baddie?
That nigga's a baddie. Because
baddie.
he can have any fucking woman he wants to.
So I don't feel like that's the correct word.
Yeah, well,
When I think of a man that's a so-called male baddie, this is what I think about.
What you think, right?
He's walking in here. He's loud, and I'm talking about not talking loud. What he got on is loud. He got with the little side bag on his thing.
No, I was talking about a positive
I don't
baddie,
know.
not a flamboyant ass
gives me
nigga
that
with a man purse.
I thought it was that it factor. She talking about this nigga.
That's why, but don't
look
call
better
it
than you.
baddie.
No, I'm not
Because
talking
that's when
about-
I think of the way people think of a girl that's a baddie. They be like, oh, she had a fat ass, she had this, she had a Chanel purse, she had this, she had. So when I think of a baddie, I think like, oh, she's a bad bitch. When I think of a man and you say he's a baddie, I feel like he's a male version of a bad bitch.
So you're bringing me to my point of what I'm talking about for female baddies.
What's your point?
Okay, a female baddie may go on a trip and sleep 10 to a motherfucking bedroom in the DR or in Jamaica with their homies and shit. But as long as she got a body done and her lashes is popping and her weave is tight, she feels like she a baddie. She a bad bitch.
No, for sure. She gonna take all pictures like she the only one in that hotel room.
But that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. The difference between a male baddie and a female baddie is
females is faking and the man actually got it.
Right, is the internal worth factor. Females that do that thing aesthetically is to make up for what they lack on the inside.
Or for lacking what they got inside their pockets.
But here's the thing. No. Exactly. But a man makes up for what he lacks on the outside by improving what's on the inside.
So the man, so what he do? Improve what? His bank account?
He improves his bank account. He improves
so
his
a male
knowledge.
baddie is rich and a female baddie is fake. That's what I'm getting
you're missing it. No. A male baddie is improved in every way and makes himself a top tier of a man. He may not be the most aesthetically pleasing, but inside
he not cute, but he got the bag.
Inside and his worth and his knowledge and his understanding.
He not cute, but he's smart and he got a bag.
No, and his emotional stability.
Why he gotta yell at me?
Because I'm trying to tell you, his emotional stability makes him a baddie.
Okay.
Females are all, their baddiness is all based upon what they feel like on the outside. You ever see bad bitches fighting? Fat ass, big titties. They killing it out there. They went to the club and they the shit and they fighting in the Waffle House. When the last time, you know what I'm saying? Throwing chairs and shit everywhere. When the last time you seen two niggas that get it, that get to it, that's you know what I mean? That's balling like that and that's
girls that get to it don't do that either. I'm not doing that.
then she don't consider herself a baddie because she wasn't so focused on the aesthetic. She didn't go get a body done and all that extra shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, I get it.
You understand what I'm saying? My thing is that you see
Well,
all
so
these.
you just basically broke down the difference then. Right?
Oh yeah. Well, you broke that difference. So you needed me to break down the difference in
I
females.
was confused because I didn't understand a male baddie. Like,
I'm telling you,
I don't feel like that's the proper word.
Put it like this: if females spent,
we keep talking about all this emasculinity and all of that. Like, don't compare a baddie with male. They don't go together.
No. If women spent as much time improving what's on the inside as they do what's on the outside, then they will be a full-fledged baddie. And niggas would not be running to other countries to get wives.
I know that's what you just said.
Period. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. I'm gonna need you to all get headphones next week. For real. For real. Anything. What if we learned today?
No, I hope you learn. Don't say a male baddie.
Listen.
Start Don't Trust Nobody is super false. You didn't learn that.
I did. Right here. Sitting right here. Trust factors out the door. You need therapy and prayer. That's what I heard.
All-Star album coming soon.
Little Baddie, the Baddie album coming soon.
All-Star album coming soon. Simply me. I'm just simply me.
Yep. So that's what you learned. Well, what you learned?
That's not what I learned.
What you learn, Star?
No, I learned a lot today. So I learned about, like, you always gotta have faith the size of a mustard seed. Don't never give up because you never know. Sometimes when you give up, you making a permanent decision for a temporary situation. I learned that.
Right.
So now I have a different type of faith and all of that stuff.
So
and I also learned that
you can learn a lot from Will.
Don't never say male baddies.
You can learn a lot from Will.
Ain't nothing wrong with saying male baddies.
Don't.
What you learn, Will?
Talk that shit. You know what I'm saying?
What you learn?
I learned pictures is worth 1,000 words.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got different perspective on how they see stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I can sit right here, right the number 6 right here.
Right.
But she'll look at it and see a 9. I see a 6.
Yep.
But that's her perspective. This is mine. Mm-hmm. That don't mean neither one of us is wrong.
Right.
So you don't have to sit there, go back and forth and argue with somebody. You listen to them, you hear their side, you speak your side, you let some shit go. Everything ain't to be fought. Everything should be a fight or right or wrong. It's like, all right, we had our differences. We understand. This is how you see it. This is how I see it. How can you let go? How can we get over this? Most relationships end because what I say goes, and that's that. How can we have our creative differences and say, you know what, that's that. Let's leave it where it's at and move on from it.
Yeah.
Not harbor on it or hold grudges.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's always good to have a different mindset saying different things, even if you don't agree with it. It's like, how did you get that logic? You know what I'm saying?
And you know what we did today, not to cut you off?
What's that?
We did it all without disrespecting each other.
Oh, yeah.
I never felt that.
Right.
Yeah,
That was never my forte. I'm a grown-ass man.
Yeah, exactly. Grown
you can't
people
say
don't
you part of that it factor or believe you the man or that woman and constantly coming with the negative energy.
Right.
Or want to go back and forth with somebody. For what? We can all have our differences. You can have your opinion, I can have mine.
Right.
That's that, and we can move on from it. What's the argument and disrespect for? I'm going to let you speak because I want to be spoken to, too.
There we go. There we go. And I learned that the best revenge is to succeed. Nigga, don't talk about it, be about it.
Ooh.
There is no try. Do.
Ooh.
And this has been episode 20 of BarKast. On behalf of All-Star Superstar, Will the Therapist, I'm Mr. Know-It-All, live from Krush Lounge. Peace.